magandang araw. Una sa lahat, maraming salamat sa pagdalo sa Pista ng Mapa at maraming salamat na rin sa pakikinig sa aking presentation. Ang presentation ko ngayong hapon ay Mapping the Geography of the UAAP Men's Basketball Tournament for Season 81. Sino nga ba ako? Bakit ako nandito? Ano yung presentation ko? Kung tayo ay nanood na nung unang araw ng Pista ng Mapa, medyo alam na natin to. Ako si Ben. I'm an open stuff advocate, a geospatial generalist, and a data activist plus maptivist. I have my consultancy BNHR, where I help people create sustainable and beneficial solutions to their spatial and data problems using open technologies. I also serve as a CTO for Smart City. We're a nonprofit organization who wants to put data and citizens at the heart of smart city building in the Philippines. I also serve as a consultant for several other organizations like OKFN and TB, HIVOS, and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that and what I do and what I offer, you can check me out online on my website, bnhr.xyz. I'm on social media on Facebook, on Twitter, bnhr.xyz. So pwedeng tingnan na lang natin doon. But enough of that. Hindi naman yun yung mahalaga dito sa presentation na to. Mas mahalaga siguro kung bakit tayo nandito. So, why are we here? Well, we're here to talk about basketball, diba? And what can be said or what cannot be said about basketball sa Pilipinas? It's probably the most popular sport in the country. No, kahit sino may alam sa basketball, kahit sino may pakialam sa basketball. Pag NBA Finals, tutok lahat sa TV natin, di ba? So basketball is a big thing. Well, probably one of the biggest things in the Philippines. And I'm a huge fan of basketball ever since I was a kid. Yung first memory ko of it was as a very young kid watching the NBA. Game 4, Kings versus Lakers. Yung tira ni Robert Ory at the buzzer nung tinap ni Divac pabalik yung bola. So that was one of my earliest and fondest memories of basketball. And yun, as a kid then, I love playing video games, especially basketball video games. I started with NBA 2K1 sa Sega Dreamcast and until now naglalaro pa rin ako 2K29, 2K21. Yeah, but siguro for this one, hindi lang basketball yung pag-uusapan natin. It's about how to learn or learning spatial stuff through basketball. Kasi yung spatial journey ko, how I learned about, programming spatially, geospatial concepts, I learned that through basketball din. So this presentation will talk a bit then about that journey or of how probably I evolved as someone sa field ng spatial through my projects or works with basketball. So to do that, I have to take you back to 2012. Yun. So balik tayo. Let's go back in time. 2012, nasan ba si Ben? Nasan ba ako? Like any other early 20s person na nag-aaral pa, I was still in my undergrad. I was a GE, Geodetic Engineering student, and at that time I was already thinking siguro ano ba yung gusto kong gawin, hindi lang sa buhay pero yung mas near ay ano ba yung gusto kong gawin sa aking undergrad research. Although it would take 2 more years before I actually, finish my degree. At that time, hindi ko pa alam kung ano talaga yung gusto kong gawin. I really didn't know kung saan ko gustong i-apply yung knowledge and ideas na nakukuha ko from my degree. Ang daming pwedeng gawin remote sensing, GIS, surveying, things like that. So I was a bit confused kung ano ba talaga yung gusto ko or saan ko ba talaga pwedeng i-apply to. And that's when I met Court Vision. It's a work by Dr. Kirk Goldsberry during the 2012 so MIT Sloan Sports Conference. Yung article na yon, yung study na yon was about applying spatial and visual analytics sa NBA to answer the question kung sino ba yung best shooter sa NBA. So it blew my mind. Para sa akin, it was a watershed moment for me na nag-meet yung dalawang bagay na gusto ko. Spatial analysis on one hand, then you have basketball on the other. Tapos biglang boom, things made sense bigla, and I realized this is something that I want to do. This is something na gusto ko rin i-apply sa studies ko siguro, or things that I want moving forward. Yun. So, sa Court Vision, ang daming ginawa ni Dr. Goldsberry. Even though hindi naman yun yung first time na na in-apply yung special analysis sa basketball. It was one of those things na ito yung pinakauna ko nabasa. So ito yung isa sa mga pinakaunang tumatak sa akin. He developed two metrics, spread tsaka range, which accounts for the spatial nature of shooting sa basketball. So the larger the range, the larger the spread, so mas maraming areas tumitira yung isang player. The larger the range, mas maraming areas where a player makes at least one shot. So ang ganda ng idea, nung spread tsaka range at yung pag-apply ng spatial analysis nga sa basketball. If you're interested with it, the links are there sa presentation kung saan nyo makikita yung video niya tsaka yung article mismo na sinulat niya. And 2 years later, so that was 2012, by 2014, Court Vision PH was born. I'm very thankful for my thesis partner Nico, as well as my thesis advisor Ma'am Maria Rosario Concepcion Ang, for supporting us, ako tsaka yung thesis partner ko, din sa research namin, which was Court Vision PH. It's a system designed to extract field goal attempt locations and do spatial analysis of shooting using broadcast basketball videos. Initially, yung balak lang namin there was, yung spatial analysis. But what we found out during the research was there's a severe lack of spatial data being collected sa basketball dito sa Pilipinas. So, sana spatial analysis lang yung gagawin namin, pero because there was no data, we also had to develop a system to extract data from field goal attempt locations. So, isa yon sa mga naging namin findings, na wala talaga masyadong nagko-collect ng ganong information sa Philippines as compared to something like the NBA na meron sila nung Sports VU player tracking system. So, Court Vision was a simple application na mas natuto akong mag-code because of it. Mas natuto rin akong mag-handle ng databases because of it. So, doon nag-start yung pag-dabble ko sa mga applications na yon, or sa mga technologies na yon. It's basically a Python application which connects to a SQLite database na ini-extract yung data from a video, and then uses another application to create visualizations. So parang ganito siya. Semi-automatic yung sabi namin, hindi siya automatic. You have to point and click yung mga control points sa court, na syempre alam naman nung system natin kung ano yung corresponding coordinates, and then you can do coordinate transformation after that and store all those locations to a database. Then once you have a database, you have this user interface where you can create queries and create maps, and compute for statistics, and compute for analytics. So very crude, very basic, pero ang dami kong natutunan dun sa study namin na yan. Yun. It would take another 4 years before I actually also started working on this again, for reasons. Reasons I don't have the time to go into in this presentation. Pero after 4 years, around 2018, I updated yung Court Vision PH system as part of my studies na rin sa graduate school. So I'm currently taking up geomatics engineering from NGSE, focusing on the geoinformatics. So I'm lucky that I've had a time to work on this more because of my graduate studies. So na-update si Court Vision. Instead of using SQLite, I could now use PostGIS, which in turn allowed me to use my data on NQGIS, GRASS, and other desktop GIS applications. So dito naman akong mas natuto akong gumamit ng PostGIS, pati gumamit ng connections from PostGIS to other GIS applications. And yun, naging siyang parang whenever I have time or if my final project siguro in my in my undergrad ay in my graduate studies in my classes, kung kaya ko siyang isingit, I would do that. For my spatial visualization class, I did research exploring spatial visualizations of shooting in basketball using GIS. So I did different kinds of visualizations using the data that I gathered, and then apply those visualizations and ask people kung which one they prefer, if may preference ba yung mga tao, mas gusto ba nila yung simple visualizations, mas gusto ba nila yung complex, or other things like that. Then for my advanced GIS class, I did a dashboard. I think it's still available online at courtvision.pnhr.xyz. It's a basketball or spatial basket analysis dashboard for basketball, pero hindi ko na na-update yung data. But you can try it out. Maraming it's a work in progress, pero I think it still works. Mabagal lang mag-load. Um, and then I also did some studies on minimal visualizations and storytelling. Season 8, I think this was season 80. Yung time na maganda na rin yung performance ng UP. So it was a time na parang nagbabago na rin yung approach ko to visual analytics, to spatial analysis and stuff like that. Yun. Which takes me to the present time, 2 more years later, ngayon 2020. I wanted to do something for my graduate thesis that's similar to this, and I wanted sana to be able to do it with UAAP data with Philippine basketball. Over those years, over those how many years? Almost 8 years from 2012 until now. Marami ng mga bagong bagay. There has been a lot of improvements in terms of the way basketball has been analyzed, and I really enjoyed yung storytelling nung sa NBA, and yung spatial analysis and spatial basketball revolution sa NBA. I even have, yung book ni Dr. Goldsberry na Sprawl Ball that I bought last year to para makita kung ano ba yung mga nagbago, and how spatial analysis has been used sa NBA. So I wanted to do something like that sa Philippine basketball, sa UAP for example. And that takes us to right now, mapping the geography of the UAP. This is actually my proposed master's thesis. Hopefully ma-defend ko na yung proposal. But what do I want to do in this study? Simple lang. I want to do two things. First is to spatially characterize the shooting and scoring in the UAAP using season 81 data. So I would map the field goals, and I will also compute for their spatial basis vectors. Mas mathematical, mas stochastic yung approach instead of being arbitrary. And I also want to be able to compare and contrast teams based on the spatial characteristics that I compute, and so that I can say who's the best shooter, who's the worst shooter. Is there a difference in the spatial characteristics of good players, bad players? I mean, successful teams and unsuccessful teams. Yun. For spatially characterizing shooting in the UAP, medyo mas magiging technical na tayo in the next few slides. So I hope you bear with me. I found out that there's this thing called NMF, non-negative matrix factorization, which allows you to decompose a matrix into non-negative factors na lower rank than your initial matrix. It's great for creating parts-based decomposition, for example faces, and it just so happens it's also been widely used for deconstructing shot chart data to get ano ba yung parts ng shot charts ng isang league tulad ng NBA. So it's been used for characterizing or identifying spatial basis vectors of field goals. So yung method lang niya is if you consider each player's field goal as a point process, and then you discretize it over a court, pwede kang makagawa ng matrix for each player's shot constellation or shot chart. Using that matrix, pwede kang makapag-generate ng yung V na yon, pwede mong magamit using NMF, pwede kang makakuha ng W tsaka H, which is yung sub-intensities mo na nagsasummarize ng shooting zones or shot types, at yung W mo naman, which is yung spatial shooting habits nung players mo. Yun. So, maraming analysis, marami ng studies that actually use NMF. Miller did it in 2014 using NMF and Logosian, LGCP, to model yung surface intensities. And then another one is Franks. Dito naman defensive ability yung tinitingnan nila, but they also used NMF and LGCP combination para makuha nila yung spatial basis vectors nung league. Sa kanila, 6 lang yung ginamit nila na base, and they discarded 1 which they considered the residual. Meron ding isa pa for Zhao. Dito naman sa kanila, instead of LGCP, they just used simple kernel estimation para dun sa kanilang intensities, and then using NMF to get yung mga spatial basis vectors. I've been talking about spatial basis vectors kanina pa. What are they? Basically, sila yung components or sila yung parts nung main vector mo. In this case, yung set mo nung field goals. So yung spatial basis vectors ay similar to shot types, kung saang areas madalas tumitira yung mga player. For example, in this slide, you can see shots on the paint, dun sa wings, sa left tsaka right, sa corner trees, and then yung top of the key. So yun yung mga spatial basis vectors niya. I also want to compare and contrast teams and players. So again, I go back to Court Vision for this one. Yung paggawa niya ng range tsaka spread. Although yung medyo limitation with range spread is that it was still arbitrary. In this case, one shot means may spread point ka dun sa location na yon, and making one field goal means or making 1 point per attempt in that area gives you one point in range. So medyo arbitrary siya. But sabi ko nga, over the past 8 years, madami ng bagong na-introduce. So for short range analysis nung 2014, instead of being arbitrary, gumamit sila ng mas stochastic way to compute and to compare players. So gumamit sila ng empirical based estimator para mas maayos yung pag-model nila nung field goal rate. And then instead of comparing yung shooting to arbitrary values like one shot o kaya 1 point per attempt, they compared yung performance ng player versus the league average para makita if a player is performing above league average or a player is performing below league average. So instead of being an arbitrary comparison to a static number, it becomes a more stochastic comparison to the league average. So mas maganda yung resulta as compared siguro dun sa unang tiningnan natin na static lang yung analysis niya. And then another way na ginawa was Sandholz, measuring spatial allocative efficiency. Dito naman, tiningnan nila using spatial basis vectors, tiningnan nila kung sino or which player on a five-man lineup takes the most shots for each basis vector, at ano dapat yung ranking nila within the team. And then they optimize for that ranking, na dapat if player A shoots the most at location 1, dapat siya yung pinaka magaling din mag-shoot doon. So they optimized for that and computed kung how many points team should score if they optimized for that thing versus ano yung actual points na score nila in reality. And then they computed for a function called the points lost, which is kumbaga yung inefficiency ng offense. Kung if we actually let the best players shoot at their best spots, theoretically how many points should we score versus how much do we actually score. So those are some of the things that could be done, and where we're done is a spatial analysis ng basketball using statistics, spatial viz, spatial analysis, spatial analytics, and things like that. Something similar na gusto ko rin sanang magawa sa aking study. So, what are included sa study ko? Yun, nakita natin yung ginawa sa NBA. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do that. So, yung scope and limitation, or scope of the limitation of the study is I'd be including all field goals for season 81. I chose that season because the shot chart data is available on FIVA Live Stats. So it was relatively easier to get than manually extracting from videos. Information included are location, points made, player and team information, as well as venue, date, tsaka shot type. Free throws and missed field goals because of fouls will not be considered kasi wala sila dun sa dataset. Location will also just be the primary variable considered in modeling shooting tendency and efficiency or ability. We won't do a multivariate analysis or a mark point process analysis. So other contextual information or covariates will not be included, but they can be included in further research in the future. So yun. So what am I doing now, and what else will I be doing? Basically, the first thing I did was extract the data. So if you actually check FIVA Live Stats, meron silang listahan doon. Well, not really a listahan. Meron dong pages for each game, and for each game there's a shot chart available. So what I did was I created a script in Python to first look for all the UAAP games for season 81. Then second, it extracts all the data, which is loaded via JavaScript and then rendered as HTML. So I did a Python script that scrapes that and then converts it to a CSV and maps it into just the half court. Kasi sa shot chart, if you can see the shot chart, it actually maps the entire full court. But for analysis like this, you only need it to be mapped sa half court. So ayun, yung ETL or extract, transform, and load from FIVA Live Stats to my computer as a CSV file. And then I could extract patterns from field goals using NMF. So I'll be doing this. Sabi ko nga, I want to be able to show yung spatial basis vectors of the UAAP using this simple algorithm. And then some examples, I did this sample NMF using KDE, Frobenius loss function, and 6 bases. So dito makikita na natin, we can see that we have areas near the ring, left and right. We have wings, and then we also have three pointers sa corners. So those are the bases na nakita nung analysis natin. I'm still looking at how to optimize this or how best to choose the number of bases. So that will be part of the study as well. Some of the things I've already done though are some visualizations. So if you follow me on Facebook or if you follow BNHR on Facebook, you've probably seen this. I map field goals or field goals made of different teams as points. I also did distance of 3-pointers na visualization. I also did polygons of shooting clusters. So what I did here, I did a k-means clustering, and then once I got the clusters, I computed for the minimum bounding polygon, and then just style them accordingly. So maganda rin yung nakikita ditong variation na iba yung shooting style ng UP at shooting cluster at iba rin yung shooting styles and cluster ng Ateneo. And then lastly, I did some range maps. So sa range, the size of the hexagon means more shots are taken. And then the color means yung how efficient yung yung shot na yon, or yung player or team is dun sa area na yon. So if you actually look at this range map and compare it to the ones I did before, um, medyo nakakatuwa kasi how far I've gone, or how far I've taken this from that one to this one. So it's like, yun nga, sabi ko, it's a journey of how I've changed as someone doing spatial stuff through basketball. So that's it. If you have questions, feel free to do so. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. And if yon, as an open data guy, if you want to do the analysis yourself, the data is out there. Nasa GitHub ko. You can check it out. Yun. Maraming salamat, and see you next year sa susunod na Pista ng Mapa.